One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will come out first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense.
Turning it on!
Really good offenses are able to attack shape. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Great move. Now he's got room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Peoples. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out. The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Boilermakers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Bounces out, looking for that line. It's McCoby. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Not overly complicated. Not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Wide out trying to get it in.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. There he goes. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
What an unbelievable play on offense. And I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I'll tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon. Showed it to all of us right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCovey. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
He'll get rid of it. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Ross. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's McCovey. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
From the gun, give on the inside. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's McCoby. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's loose. Inside. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Sayin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Off the play fake. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
They'll run it on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. they're looking at third down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Bring in the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got a man. It's Smith. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Motion from the back. Scanning the field in St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack.
He's going for the big play. Snags it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That's caught. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Slithers into space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fakes the grab, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense changing the play. To throw, it's St. Clair. He'll take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make...
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Picked off, a turnover in their own end.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And That's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Number 17 with the catch in the end zone.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.